mercies. So Exodus chapter 31, verse 18. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. We see a very interesting thing taking place in our day. If the law of God, which is the very law that God himself wrote with his own finger on tablets of stone to show that it is enduring in nature, why is it that the very thing that God himself wrote with his own finger is the one part of the Bible that is most widely opposed and attacked? There's many religious teachers today that say that the commandments of God was nailed to the cross, it's done away with, right? It is no longer binding. We're not under the law anymore. We're under grace. The devil is very pleased when he sees that. And also he's very pleased if there are people out there that just keeps 9, not 10 of the commandments. If you just keep 9, that's fine. But if you keep 10, that's where he has a problem. Because he knows very well, according to James chapter 2, verse 10, which says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all." Revelation chapter 12, verse 17 talks about how the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war against the remnant of her offspring, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. The devil is wroth. He is angry. He is out to make war against those who keep the commandments of God. And so the question then is, what other reasons does Satan have to hate the law of God? We know that he hates it because it reflects God's character. We know he hates it because those who keep it actually disprove his claims that no one can keep it. But what is the purpose of the law? Why does the devil hate the law so much? We need to understand, first and foremost, what is the purpose of the law? Why did God give us the law in the first place? Romans 3, verse 20. It says, "Therefore by the deeds of the law there shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of" what? Sin. So the purpose of the law is what? It reveals to us the knowledge of what is sin. Exactly. So now this kind of makes sense why the devil hates the law. Because the law actually reveals our sinful condition. And if it reveals our sinful condition, then we realize that we need to do something about our sinful condition. And the devil doesn't want us to realize that. The devil wants us to be just fine and hunky-dory about life, without regard to the future or what sin will bring. The devil hates the law because it serves like a mirror that reveals our condition. There's a story of an African princess. This African princess, she was extolled for her beauty and for her attractiveness by all her subjects. And all her subjects would say, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so attractive, Your Highness." And they'd say all these things, and she felt so good about herself. Until one day a trader came through their village. And he was peddling his merchandise, and he sold a mirror to his African princess. And his African princess took that mirror, and she looked at herself, and to her horror, she realized that she was not beautiful. And she, in horror, took that mirror and smashed it. Now, friends, we may take the law of God, which is a mirror that reveals our sinful condition. We may say, let's do away with the law. I don't like what the law reveals about me. But will that change anything? That will not change the fact that we are sinners, that we have a sinful condition. And in the same way, God's law is that mirror that shows us our condition so that in turn we seek to find a Savior, Jesus Christ. And through Jesus Christ, we find pardon, forgiveness, and cleansing from sin. I am grateful for the law of God. The law of God helps me to realize my constant need for Christ. And the devil hates that. The devil does not want you to depend on Christ. The devil wants you to be settled in the life that you're in, to rationalize who you are, and you don't have to allow anything to dictate that you need to change. Hello friends, thanks for tuning in today. This ministry is dedicated to presenting Bible truths, and we're local in the Ann Arbor and Plymouth area, and so we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment or a Bible question below the video. And for more up-to-the-minute updates, hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. May God bless you. We'll see you soon.